Hey guys, DIY for you. How to make your own crop sweater out of either an old sweater you have laying around or maybe you can find one at Goodwill. So first you'll need a sweater that has a hem on the end. The hem has to be sewn back on or else it's going to fray where it was cut. You'll also need a measuring tape and a sharp pair of scissors. Now I know not everyone has a sewing machine, but it's kind of necessary for this. You could maybe hand sew or use hemming tape for a no-sew version. So the first step is to find out where you want your sweater to fall. I chose about an inch above my belly button. Now go ahead and measure it the best you can. I had the help of my chin here. Before you mark the length, I recommend subtracting about an inch because when the hem is sewn back on, it's going to add some extra length back to the sweater. Now go ahead and cut as straight as you possibly can. You don't want to end up with some crooked ass crop top, unless you're going for the asymmetrical look maybe. Now you're left with two parts, the crop top and the bottom section. You want to go ahead and cut the hem off the bottom and make sure to leave at least ½ inch seam allowance at the top. This part's optional, but I decided to tighten the hem up a little bit because it just seemed too wide. I got rid of an inch or two and then sewed it back together. Now it's time to match the sweater and the hem back together. You want the sweater to be outside out and the hem inside out and upside down. It'll probably just make more sense if you watch the clip. So once they're lined up, you want to pin everything in place. Definitely make sure your seams line up so that it looks right when it's all finished. And it should look something like this. Here I'm choosing a zigzag stitch on my sewing machine, but that was pretty pointless because my crop sweater is really loose fitting, so stretch isn't really important in my case. Now for the final step, sew along your seam allowance just above the actual hem, and you're all finished. Here's just a few ways I styled mine. Once with my easy jeans from American Apparel. Here I went with some baggy-ish high-waisted shorts with a thick brown leather belt that I found at Goodwill. And I really need to watch that hair flip. I look like such a bitch in these styling tips. And the final look is just the crop sweater with a simple black skater skirt and gray over the knee socks. I hope you guys liked this DIY. If you do make your own, definitely upload it to Instagram with #SweetHustle because I'd love to see how yours turned out. Bye guys.